145.8 pounds, representing Canada BJJ in England, Fulford.
Imagine myself taking automobile, 100 miles an hour, only me at the wheel. I wanted to shine, to be only mine. The engine has to be just a one of a kind.
Makes his way down to the shop.
How many dollars to my knees, sir? You know I sure don't
Representing Kenny Baker MMA.
There must be something we can work out. Well, I'll take it anyway.
Kenny Baker, an extremely
I guess I could make room for one. A bottle of rum.
respected
With
name.
you and me together, riding into the sun. To live without care, with the wind in my hair. I'm driving through the desert, yeah. Go ahead, take me where the winds take me.
Be looking for some
All the
grappling
way winds take me. I can't stay, winds take me. Any place today.
And his opponent fights against the blue corner of the record 2 wins and no defeats. Winning at 144.3 pounds, representing G1 by way of Slovakia, Alex Bodnar.
Alex Bodnar makes his way down to the Gym 01 cage. Representing local Gym 01 gym, Brian Adams and James Brown in his corner. James Brown, one of the most experienced fighters in the country, fantastic professional record. Great guy to have in your corner.
Over to our referee in charge in action, Mr. Ron Thrift.
Mr. Ron Thrift in charge of this one. We have Alex Bodnar in the black and orange Venom board shorts, taking on Liam Fulford in the black and red Venom Valley Tudo trunks.
Fulford's coming out of Kenny Baker MMA, so Kenny Baker, real good jiu-jitsu guy.
Nice left hand there. Yeah, I've mentioned in the run-up, Colin, obviously Kenny Baker extremely well respected in the Brazilian jiu-jitsu scene.
And we get
high level competitor, excuse me, in the sports jiu-jitsu competitions.
Yeah, and we see this position we've seen almost every match tonight. On top, guillotine position. Alex, a lot of support here again from the university team. He trained for a 6-week fight camp for this, he told me. And he says he feels really well-rounded. He's ready for anything, so he says.
Yeah, Fulford hasn't bunched up against the cage at this moment in time. As you mentioned though, Colin, the Gym 01 fight is very well versed from this position. I see James Brum there down in his corner. You know, a great MMA wrestler himself. And as we say that, Bodnar does well to reverse with that underhook and now looking to run the pipe in a single maybe.
Yeah, he could pick the ankle as well, the posting ankle, and just rip it away. Alex wants to be careful with his head. He's pretty low with the head. He doesn't want to be put into the guillotine position like we've seen earlier tonight. Which he is now in that position.
Yeah, pulls down that guillotine. That looks very tight.
Let's see if he can defend well here. Yeah, he does well. He scrambles the right way. He's in north-south, but it's much better than where he was.
Yeah, not many north-south chokes you see completed in MMA, Colin, is a very rare submission to see. So as you mentioned, great work there from Bodnar just to reverse that, give up that north-south position. Now he's working back to his feet.
Yeah, north-south chokes, I think the gloves get in the way, you know, it's not that easy to get. Especially with these gloves, these are not pro ones, these are the semi ones.
Yeah, the 8-ounce gloves famously make a lot of submissions difficult to cater for. I mean, even in the pro ranks, the old Pride gloves, when fighters used to complain about how difficult it was to get the rear naked choke, and you know, they were only 4 ounces, just a bit of a different shape to the traditional UFC gloves. So these 8-ounce gloves can change the game when it comes to jiu-jitsu. And you know, these guys, much like Fulford, who have a fantastic tradition of jiu-jitsu in their academy, certainly do have to change the game a little bit. And just be wary of that. The first round comes to an end. Interesting first round. I should imagine, Colin, that Fulford probably getting the nod in the eyes of the judges there.
Yeah, it was fairly even, but I think you're right. I think both guys were kind of feeling each other out a little bit as well. The second round should turn up the heat a little bit, and they're going to start again, see who can get the better of the striking and go from there.
We see head coach of Gym 01, Brian Adams, giving the instructions there. Very experienced coach, been all around up to UFC and Cage Warriors, and a lot of his guys have been a mainstay of some of the top UK shows over the years. Fighters touch gloves, second round underway.
Nice footwork from Alex. Missed with that roundhouse.
In the orange Venom shorts. Fulford in the red Venom shorts.
Bodnar did the right thing there to jump on top of him, you know, make the most out of that mistake.
Yeah, as we always mention, Colin, position can be so key in these short rounds, and anytime you can get a top position, you're right to jump on it. Looking for the guillotine himself.
This is a really strong position up against the fence. It's really, really difficult. Oh, the power's out of it. He's still holding on.
Was he looking to tap there? I'm not so sure. It's difficult to tell. No, he does well, Fulford there. He was just taking his time. Good savvy shown from the Kenny Baker MMA fighter. Let's see what he can do in top position now.
Yeah, he needs to make some space and rain down some shots. I mean, he's controlling him well up against now we have a position where he's going to start attacking the leg. He has the knee reap there. There's loads of attacks that Brian Adams puts his guys through from this position. He should feel at home.
Yeah, grabbing those toes there. We might see another toe hold attempt maybe. Or a straight Achilles lock from here. Of course, under this amateur rule set, you can't go for the knee bar or the heel hook, both of which, you know, are very open to this reap position.
Yeah. Alex is going for the straight Achilles, but I think he's a bit high on the leg. He could be lower. He could be lower. If he can come off his elbow and belly down, it's more effective. But some nice shots there.
Yeah, good work from Fulford. I mean, the straight Achilles lock, Colin, I don't know how you feel about it yourself. I mean, obviously that we've seen some finishes in MMA in the past, but as the levels go up, I mean, guys are harder and harder to catch in that sort of submission, aren't they? I mean, I think famously Andrei Arlovsky Achilles locked Tim Sylvia, I think it was in the UFC. But again, it seems to be a very rare submission we see in MMA. I'm not sure if that's just guys toughing it out, or again, maybe the gloves getting in the way a bit.
Yeah, you really see it only work if it's a guy's move, if you know what I mean. So if they're really good at it, they do it a lot in the gym, they catch a lot of different people, then it's effective. But, you know, we've got punches to deal with, you know, it's hard to get that one off. Oh, big shot.
Beautiful. Just dropping shot there, use the momentum and gravity to come down. Alex Bodnar does well to get the sweep again to come on top, but, you know, unfortunately, there's no 2 points in MMA, so the sweep doesn't really get him anywhere. He was desperate for that leg. I mentioned straight Achilles lock, difficult to finish. Tough around the score, back and forth there. But again, Colin, although it's not the humdinger in terms of strikes and damage that we've seen in some of the fights tonight, it's another very, very well matched fight here. I mean, both fighters have had their moments, and especially on the floor, both guys have shown danger with guillotine attempts, and, you know, Bodnar going for the leg, looking a bit of that anaconda guard or single leg X, as some people call it, in that round. A lot of show, a lot of skills on show, Colin.
Yeah, Fulford's leg defence, he really didn't look bothered by that leg attack at all. He was doing, well, you can call it putting on the boot. It's basically curl your toes back, straighten out your leg, flex the muscles of the leg, and it's really hard to finish that, especially from a sideways position. You know, you want to go belly down if you want to finish that technique.
Yeah, there is some guys, I mean, if you look at the high-level grapplers, I mean, you know, the Meow brothers, some people, they will sit in those kind of footlocks and just stare at you like you're stupid for going for them, you know. It's a tough finish on some occasions, as we see Fulford looking for this takedown here.
Fulford rushing forward, gets the takedown. Alex needs to scramble a little bit, try and get his legs back, use the cage. At this point, it's his friend. You know, use it to get up, get his hip on it, and fight his way up.
Yeah, this is where those wall walk drills in the gym come in handy. Just use that cage to get yourself back to your feet, as he's doing well, Bodnar, but he's got to be careful of his neck. Beautiful knee into the body from Liam Fulford.
Yeah, he has to watch his neck. You know, his head is low. We might see another guillotine attempt. And he's up. This is... No, sorry, Dave, but it's this is really grueling stuff. Any of this wall work, you know, wrestling's tough as it is, but this wall work can really take it out of you, whether you're attacking or defending.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, for those in the know, it's exhausting, as you say, Colin. Not always the prettiest to watch, but those that have been in these kind of grappling exchanges know just how much it takes out of you and how much skill is on show as well. You know, just the fact that Bodnar could get back to his feet then was huge. But again, he's back here fighting the takedown attempt from Fulford. Fulford looking to get in on this double.
Alex ate a bit of a knee there, but he seems fine. Dragged down now.
Yeah, good takedown from forward. Fulford might look to suck his man away from the cage just to avoid that stand-up again. Bodnar looking to reap the leg again with the anaconda. Going for that toe hold.
Yeah, Brian calling for it. Oh, it's tight. Oh, and he gets him.
The tap. Wow. Wow. Fantastic finish. Listen, we've already seen another toe hold victory tonight. You can tough out Achilles holds. When it comes to toe holds, it's a bit different, Colin, isn't it? Just explain, I mean, to those watching, the difference in a toe hold compared to what he was going for in the earlier rounds.
With the toe hold, it's pressure in more than one way. You know, the straight Achilles lock, you've got pressure in one direction. You flex your foot, you can pretty much take the pressure off. With the toe hold, there's a twist element to it as well, which is you know, what happened. I think, I mean, before, you know, Fulford had really good defence, he was really calm. He really wasn't, you know, he was very, very relaxed. With the toe hold, I think maybe in that position he was a little bit too relaxed. He felt like it wasn't gonna get him. And before you know it, it's on, and then it's too late. You know, you've got to, the moment someone touches your feet, you've got to get out of there. You know, you can't hang around. You hang around, you're 2 steps behind. And unfortunately, that's what happened for him.
And your winner of the 2 minutes and 10 seconds of round number 3 by way of toe hold, Alex Bodnar.